everyone, welcome back to Day Renaissance 4 again, and today I'm building a wedding venue to the new pack that just came out. So this one is pretty self-explanatory. It's a beach wedding. So my idea for this was, so because it's a beach wedding, there's not going to be any buildings on a beach. There might be, but like for a wedding, probably not. So I wanted everything to kind of like, it had to be like built and could be taken away. Maybe not the like actual place where you get married, that it could be taken away, you know. I don't know. That was kind of my idea, because it's a beach. You don't want anything that could, like a building or anything. So I used tents instead of like an indoor like wedding venue. It's tents, and there's no like real cover. I thought because it's a beach, it's not likely it's gonna rain. And if you choose to have a wedding on a beach, you're gonna have to face the fact that it might rain. So that was kind of what my idea was. I went for a very white floral theme. I thought it paired nicely with the beach, because I kind of went for like white and blue, but it ended up more being like on the like whiter floral side than the blue, because I wanted it to be like beach, like the waves, and then like what's the stuff that kind of like when like a wave crashes, it's like the white stuff. Is it just part of the wave? I don't know. Anyway, but I wanted that, but then it ended up just being more florals, because due to the pack being a lot of like flowers, I mean, it makes sense because it's a wedding. But yeah, so I'm only using the pack and base game, and it's a very little base game, like the tiniest amounts. Like if the pack didn't come with it, then I would use a base game. Very different to my build that I just did for this pack. If you haven't seen it, I may link it if I can be bothered. Sometimes I can't be bothered to link it, but basically that was, I renovated a house in the New World, and this is also in the New World if you didn't already know that, but I built a house in the New World, renovated, sorry, and I was like, oh, I'll use just the pack and base game. It ended up just being like a base game house with like a few items in the new pack, because there's barely any big house build items. So it was more like build a base game house in the New World basic. But for this one, for this wedding venue, because it is a wedding venue, it is basically all the pack, which is really good. I think like some wood and like stairs are not the pack, because they don't come with it, but I did just primarily use it. So for the wedding venue, you've obviously got the altar part, and then you've got a little like guest seating area for your like dinner part, because I was originally just thinking, because to me the lot looked quite small in the world, and I was like, oh okay, it would just fit like an altar and the chairs, and but then I went on there and I was like, oh, it actually can fit like a place for your guests to eat and stuff afterwards and stuff. So that's why we ended up doing that. So I used these tents that come with the pack, and then I use another undercover thing. So the tents, I tried sizing them up, and they would end up huge, and I couldn't be bothered to like do a cheat and try and make them to the size I exactly wanted. But so I decided to just use the tents to have like the guest seating, and then use the other cover with like the wood flowers that you'll see behind it as like where the bride and groom and the family would sit. And yeah, basically that's the seating area. It's got tons of decorations on the table, and again with that like you can take it down type of thing. You could take down these tent things that I felt like maybe the beach could already have the other wood like coverings there, and you just add the flowers to it. I don't really know, but that was kind of like my idea. So it was kind of just all what the beach, so the beach would go back to normal after this wedding was done. I don't know if that makes any sense, but yeah. And so I tried to work out how many seats I would need to compared to the seating for the wedding part and then the after party part, reception, sorry, and then I just kind of gave up. So I think there's enough chairs to equal out how many seats there are for that part, but it's not the end of the it's not the end of the world if they don't match up. So, but yeah, and then I just used the tables that also come with the pack, and all the chairs. So I went for the aisle part, you've got the flowery chairs, and then for the reception you've just got like the same chairs without the flowers, because do you really need the flower part for the reception? But then like the groom and bride table has the flowers on it, because like they're the groom and bride, was my thought. Don't know if that makes any sense again, but I'm just rambling at this point. So I've got like the champagne, I've got a bouquet, I've got other little things to make the tables a bit more pretty. The tea sets, I do really like the tea sets. It's good for you could use it outside the pack, you know, and I'm someone who really cares about can use this outside the pack. Is it worth buying if you can't, you know, so I really like the tea sets basically. And I for some reason put these weird love hearts decorations out, I don't know why, but they're there. And then I used these backdrop things to go behind the bride and groom table. I don't really know why, I just kind of wanted something else there, and because I'm only using the pack, it ended up being those. They're not horrible, they didn't really work with what I was going for, but they're there, so it's too late now. And yeah. I'm just trying to sort, yeah, I don't really know what else to say, but moving on to the dance floor, I just go for 2 medium-sized dance floors. I'm glad we have some new dance floors as well, because I've done a wedding venue in the past, like I said. Have I said that? I've already done a wedding venue before this pack came out, and I had to use like the get together, and they're very dance floory, not like wedding, sorry. So I'll also maybe link that one now, probably not, but but then I add a little like bar area, and I have like the shelf that comes with the pack, and then I've got the gravy table and all that stuff for like this food area, you could say. So I'm assuming this would be all with the food prepped. Very small for all the food to be prepped here, but I'm not building a whole kitchen for a beach wedding, so but yeah, just finishing up, I add the same tents that I had for the table part and the piano part. I do add another piano over this side as well, because I wanted like 2 pianos, and then you could have either someone playing piano, or you could have like the stereo that I've also got there, and then I just cover the dance floor with the tents as well. Yeah. But that's about it really, so I think I'm gonna wrap it up here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if you like this wedding venue. It's probably not my best, but first time kind of testing out the stuff in the pack, so for a wedding venue, so yeah. But I'll see you guys again soon with another video. Bye.